Hello everyone and welcome to Gaming on Linux Guide. Today I'm going to show you how to run Gunfire Reborn, an awesome FPS roguelike. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you want to go to the properties menu. You want to force the use of a specific Steam Play compatibility tool, and you want to force it to use Proton 5.0-9. The latest is 5.13-1 at the time of this recording, and that one just doesn't work. So you got to change it here, and if you want to use a controller, make sure you put Steam input per game setting forced off so that your controller actually works. So once you do all that, you should be able to click play, and the game may take a little bit of time to install its prerequisite packages, but then it should be fully playable. And I will show you what that looks like in just a moment as soon as it launches. And what's really great is that it just got a new character a bit ago, and I haven't had a ton of time to play it. So I'm really looking forward to that as well. I played like a round or two of it. I mean, it's not my favorite. I think I'm probably going to go cat. I don't know its name, unfortunately. Um, but I really like the cat because of the incredible utility of its awesome active ability, in that it can trap, but it also can do damage. It's multi-purpose. It's multi-purpose for sure. But dog is really fun considering, you know, you've got like dual wielding, which is probably one of my favorite things in all of gaming, is being able to dual wield. And he just gets to dual wield with crazy weaponry. But anyway, so Gunfire Reborn, it does take a little bit of time to boot up. I know I initially thought it didn't actually work at first because it does take a little bit, but it will boot up. But you got to make sure that you are booting it onto the right screen, because I just booted it up and I forgot that my screen was not, set to this one as the default. So we got to go into AR and R, which is, the MX Linux thing. So it is primary, check mark. Alrighty, and here we go again. Should be a lot faster because it already processed a lot of the Vulkan shaders already. But, who knows? Oh, there we go. It was a lot faster that time. And let's wait for it just to start up. Again, it may take a little bit. I thought it wasn't working at first, but actually it just takes a long time to load compared to some of the other games on Proton, like Hades, which I have another video on. Boots up nigh instantaneously, but this game takes a little bit. Alrighty, here we go. So that was the instructions portion. If you enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe. Now I'm going to show off how well it works in the awesome gameplay. So as you can see, there's this very menacing boss. He is the first boss, as you could probably guess. You see him a lot, as there's always something ready to kill you. And he can be pretty tough depending upon which character you're playing. Because if I remember correctly, the dog is slower than the cat. So he can have a little bit of difficulty. Although the thing is that the dog, with his dual wielding prowess, is able to pump out so much DPS that you can probably kill him in under a minute. Alrighty. So we got past the first loading screen, now we're at the second loading screen. A little weird, but pretty much once you get it all loaded in and prepared, then the game runs pretty well. and I really didn't notice any FPS hitching. Just make sure to, and I'll show you as soon as I get into the game, to set a few settings to increase your FPS. New adventure. I'm going to not pick bird. I'm going to pick cat. I don't know, I just enjoy cat a little bit more. Okay. Pick cat. Alrighty. There you go. New adventure. This game is multiplayer. Press start, and here we go. And once again, it's loading. I know, it's a lot of loading, but pretty much once you get it all loaded, you don't have a problem. Let me just check my armory. Oh, never mind. The game loaded while I was checking my armory. That was pretty cool. Alrighty. So, again, loading. Not that big of an issue once you finally get through all the screens. And I will happily show you the best options to make it run really well while in game. But for now, we are looking at the loading screen with our cat friend, who we will be playing as. Oh, here we go. Okay. So you're going to press escape, settings. You want to go to video. You can set any of this. You want to turn vertical sync off. And you want to turn display mode to borderless. That way you have, unlocked FPS, and Proton just works better with borderless for pretty much every game. Alright, so let's get to it. So, and I just used my special ability. Alright, so going to pick a weapon. Oh, one of my favorites. The ginormous minigun. Because it just does a ton of damage really fast. Unfortunately, the problem is the spread is pretty insane. So, you got to be careful with it because it's not super accurate. So you do have to get a little bit closer. I mean, not shotgun close, but definitely closer than normal would allow. Alrighty, just hold on one moment. Gotta go check on something. Alright, there we go. Alright. So I had a browser open and it was decreasing my FPS, unfortunately. Alright, so I'm going to go in here. This is like a challenge room, which can give you an ascension scroll. And they allow you to really power up. So normally the loading screens aren't that bad. I don't know. My computer is not having fun today. Not sure why. I just played this 2 days ago, and it ran perfectly fine. So maybe it's just that I have not processed it entirely, or maybe it is something else I'm running. Alright, here we go. Here we go, now it's running a little bit better. Oh, gotta not get killed by a tiny beetle boy. There we go. Yeah, it seems to be whatever was taking that processing power might have. Oh, beetle boy. Alright, hold on. Let me see if I can't figure out what might be causing it. It's Discord. It has a habit of causing some issues with compatibility, I found, on Linux. Alright. There we go. It's running a lot smoother. Alright, so treasure chest is right there. So what am I gonna... Man, I will not get used to pressing E for that. Alrighty. It's a purple scroll. Kill an enemy or destroy an item. Very good. See, there we go. Loading is way better now. Time to show off that this game runs really well. Alright. And probably, if your computer's a little more powerful than mine, I have an AMD FX 8350 as well as a 1080. Ooh, another new weapon. Your game probably will run a lot better because it is definitely a hardware thing. And of course, if you want it to run a little bit, better, you can just set it to like medium. And because maybe my computer with the Proton layer just can't handle it at high. It certainly looks like it's running a lot better. Well, I haven't had it hitch yet, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna call that a good, a success. So if it's hitching, just turn the graphics down a little bit. I mean, that kind of happens on Windows too. So there we go. There's the portal open, and I'm gonna go through it, and then the video will be over. So golden goblet. What am I gonna get after cast? Ooh, I like exploding twice one. I think I pressed the right key. I did. Alrighty. This has been Gaming on Linux Guide. I hope this helped. And as always, please subscribe so that these videos get recommended to other people who are looking to learn how to game better on Linux. And as always, have a nice day.